Recently, Notion has released many new features, and in this video, we're going to explore each one of them and how you can apply these new features to also existing database properties that you had, but that you can repurpose to refresh your Notion to the latest version. So here is a Notion page where we have the key features that I'm going to show you. First of all, you can edit data from a board view directly, and this is what it looks like. So we are in Create CEO, and if I go into the GTD system, in projects, there is a board view that groups projects by status, just like this. And you will see that right now, if you click on any of these properties that you display on the card, you can actually edit them. So if I click on this date here, I can edit the date directly from here. Whereas before, it used to be the case that you need to open the card in order to edit your properties. So you can pick the properties to show on your card from the three dots menu, and then properties right here. Next up, you will notice that in Notion, you can drag cell values to fill other cells. For example, we are in this projects database, and let's say we were to create a new project. So here, and if you have many data, you can select the cell in line view just like this, and you can use this menu in any cell and drag and drop to copy the value of this cell to the entries below it or above it as well. Next up, you will see there is a new progress bar visual in Notion, and this is quite a game changer to calculate progress bars, because so far we needed to use a quite complex formula that looks like this in order to have a progress bar. But right now we can simplify all of this with one simple line of code, and this is what it looks like. So the first thing that you do to have a progress bar, for example, in this case we want to have a progress bar at the project level to calculate the progress of tasks related to that project. And so the first thing that we do here is add a rollup property. So that's the property type is rollup, then the relation is tasks, and here we're pulling the done checkbox that calculates whenever a task is complete, and we are calculating the percent checked. So we want to get the percentage of the completed items from the tasks database related to this project. So once we have this rollup property, we can use a simple formula just like this. That's a property type formula, and we can edit this formula to just include a simple line of code that looks like this. So first it's going to be round, because we want to make sure that we round the final percentage progress number without having it to have many decimal places, and it's so that it's a clean number. So we want to round the progress property times 100, close parenthesis, divided by 100. So that we get this number right here, which is not in percentage yet. Then you can click on the progress property, click on edit, and here you can choose the number format. In our case, because it's a progress bar, we want to have a percentage number. So we're going to choose percent, and in here now you can see what visual bar do you want to have. Do you want to have a progress bar like this one, or you can also choose the color. Let's say you want to have it blue, and this one advances based on the status of a task. So let's go to done. Now you see the progress bar is 100%, and you see this visual representation of the progress that is automatically created by Notion thanks to formatting this number property. The other option for a progress bar is to have a ring. So a ring is still exactly a progress bar, but it doesn't take space horizontally. Rather, it's a ring that fills out based on the progress of tasks for that project. Next up, you can change the status property to fit the new project management status property, and this is something that I already made a in-depth video about, so you can watch that to understand better how to use the status property properly. But besides that, you can see that here in our projects database in Create CEO, the status is a select property where we have not started, in progress, on hold, and complete. So we can turn this actually into a status property, just like that. And the options are not started, we have in progress, on hold, it can be under the in progress option, and then we have complete. And that looks good to me. So now you will see that our board is properly structured. So I'm going to go to group, and you will see that group by status, and this is grouped by status in ascending order, and we want to view the grouping by option, which means the specific selection items that we have. The other option is to view the board by group, and groups are the macro areas, so it can be to do, in progress, and complete. Within in progress we have two options, namely in progress and on hold. So in this case we are just going to use the option. Whenever you have the status property, it works exactly like a select property, so you can move things around as you like. And if finally, you can set templates as default. And that's what we are doing as well in projects. So we have this project database, and we do have a template here that looks like this, where we have the description as well as a list of tasks for that project. So we want to ensure that this template is automatically applied whenever I create a new project, whether I remember to choose the template or not. So I'm going to click on the three dots and then set as default. And here Notion is asking me whether I want to set this as default in any view of the project's database or in this specific board view. In my case, I want to set this as the default template in any view, so that whenever I create a new project, the template is automatically applied and I do not have to click the button. And so this is what it looks like if I were to create a new project. Click on New, and now you will see that the template is automatically populating right there. At the same time, the new status property always has a default value. In this case, you can see the default value is not started, but you can change the default value by clicking on Edit Property and then click on the Status option, and you can set as default. So if you want to have in progress as a default value, you can click on it and then set as default. And that really is it for the updates that I want to show you in this video today. If you want to check out the new Notion features and read better what they are all about, you can check out the link in the description of the video. Besides that, thanks for watching and see you soon.